Hi, ladies. Happy Friday. Amazing. Wow, ladies, Women of the World Network. Hello. Today I have my special guest, my special friend here with us, Sherry Campos. And before we jump into our conversation, I'm excited. Hi, Sherry. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, that's great. I'm excited to have this conversation with you. So thank you for taking the time. And
Sure.
yeah. Before we jump into it, let me introduce Sherry to you ladies. And I'm sure some of you met her as she's a co-lead for our San Francisco chapter. Um, so Sherry Campos spent 31 years in the corporate world until she finally decided to step away and become a business owner. Working from home, creating her own way in life instead of relying on the corporate world to pay her way and dealing with all the ups and downs that came along with that. She has always loved helping others. So whenever looking for a new business venture, the one thing that she looks at first is how she can help others. She spent the last several years learning how to market herself as a home-based travel agent, and now she'd like to share some of the tips that she learned along the way, helping as a small business owners build an online presence using artificial intelligence. Awesome. I'm excited to learn from you. Welcome, Sherry.
Thank you. I'm excited to share some information with everybody. This is a great opportunity, and I just want to thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, thank you for being here. So my absolute first question I like to usually ask is what makes you unique and what makes you different?
Okay, that's a great question. So I think what makes me unique is I have a sincere passion for helping other people. So like you had mentioned when you were introducing me, I always look for how can I help others. That's very important to me. I'm not in business just to make money. That's part of it. But the reason why I decided to go into business for myself is I really want to help other people. And I'm have just a genuine care of others. And when I bring a customer on, I don't want to just have that one contact and then never talk to them again. I really love to build relationships. And, once they're my customer, I want to build a friendship. I want to be in their lives forever. And that's what I try to do every time I bring someone on as a new customer. I like to stay in touch with them. I offer them any help that they need getting started. I'll hold their hand and bring them along until they feel comfortable with what they're doing. And that's very important to me because there's so many businesses out there. They sell you something and then you never hear from them again. And that's just not my style at all. I think it's important to be there and continue that relationship. You can probably, if you build a relationship, you could probably do business with those customers and those same people that you built relationships with over and over again. And then, most of my customers, are, of course, have businesses. So we become great referral partners as well. So I think relationship building is what it's all about. It's not so much trying to find a sale. It's finding people that you can build a relationship with. And that's what I strive for all the time.
I love that. I
Thank
love
you.
that. Takes a big heart to do that and to have that as an upfront, no matter what goal, to really connect. And I agree with you. I think it's a relationship building first, right? People buy from you if they trust and like you, right?
Yes.
That's how, and we know that that's how it is. So thank you for sharing that, Sherry. That's beautiful.
Sure.
I know that you just started a new project as well, in addition to your current one. And so I would like to talk about those two. And I know you have kind of both going on, but it's up to you what you want to discuss and share with us.
Okay.
I'm excited for you. I think it's exciting. So congratulations on that start of a new business venture.
Thank you. So what I just got involved in, and this completely different than anything I've ever done, and that's why I'm excited. Also a little anxious because it's, there's a learning curve to anything, and being that I've never been involved in the real estate business before, I decided to jump in and I became a private money broker. So I am helping real estate investors and builders find the funding that they need for their projects. So I'm just basically getting it off the ground now. I'm working on my marketing. I put together my own website, which I'm very excited about because I've never, been able to build a website, but because of the digital platform that I use and I promote, it's helped me learn how to build websites in very easy and very short amount of time, whereas I never could even figure it out in the past. So I love that. And so I'm very excited about that. And hopefully that business will start to grow. And I just got to get out there and talk to people and connect with people and let them know how I can help them. So that's what I'm currently working on. In addition to that, I'm working on my digital marketing platform that I help other entrepreneurs like myself that want an online presence, but don't want to spend a lot of time or money or having to figure things out. And it's a very simple 3-click system. It uses artificial intelligence. And it's very affordable. I don't think there's anything out there that's more affordable as this and offers you as much as it does. It allows me to create as many websites and landing pages as I want. It connects them to artificial intelligence so that it will give me suggestions of what to post on my social media outlets. It also becomes clickable, so it allows people that see it, if they want to read an article, for example, or they want to see more about it, it becomes clickable. And then it also helps you get leads. So when someone wants to take a look at an article you posted, it doesn't even have to be your own content. It could be, anybody's content that's out there. And then they end up in your contact list in a CRM. And then it gives you the ability to email market to those people for as long as you want. So it's basically creating leads for you. It's helping you post on social media without spending a lot of time. I'm not very good at writing, so I always struggled with content. And now I no longer worry because the artificial intelligence is basically finding the content for me and giving me suggestions, which is kind of helped my creative mind as well. So I'm very excited about that. And I love to tell other entrepreneurs about it, small businesses, people that are just starting out and have no online presence, or maybe they have an online presence and they just don't know how to manage and build an audience. So it's a great product. And like I said, I've never seen anything as affordable. And the business is very supportive. They give their customers a lot of support. But where I come in is I also give my customers the additional support. I will spend as many hours as they need help with it, building their websites or doing whatever it is they want to do, building an email campaign, learning how to build their contact list. So that's where I'm excited, because I'm not just learning for myself, but I've gotten so good at it that I'm able to help all my new customers get started too. So that's very exciting, and I love that part of it.
Yeah, that's exciting. For both of those, actually, we need to have a conversation. This reminds me, because I know you were presenting at our business expo. Was it last month or the month before? And I made a note. So I just made a note again. Let's definitely chat. And on both ends, I think what you're doing with the artificial intelligence is, I'd like to see how it works, but I think it's so cool nowadays to have that because of the business and, loading of all this information, inflow of all this information that's coming in. So if there is a system that can kind of syndicate or, sort those out, that's amazing. And a CRM. So I think that's cool. And also on the what you started doing on the lending part of, real estate market right now, it's booming. It's busy, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Everywhere. Yeah. So it's just, I think it's great timing for that. So congratulations. Let's definitely have a chat.
All right. Wonderful.
I know we are overdue for our chat. So that's great. I'm excited for you, and congratulations again on those endeavors. Now, I know that we're going to post links for Sherry in the comments, ladies. Make sure you connect with her. She's doing a couple of exciting, new businesses as well. And do connect with her. We'll post links how to reach out and connect with Sherry. She's in our Facebook group here as well, of course. She's a co-lead for our San Francisco chapter. And Sherry, if you have any referral partners, so a lot of ladies have referral partners where maybe they are not necessarily directly competing with, but have a similar, clients where they can work together or in collaboration with each other to help each other grow your businesses, their businesses. If you do have those, let us know. Definitely.
I think I'm still learning the private money broker business, but I'm finding that good partners for me might be mortgage brokers, for example, because they may have people that real estate investors that they're working with that may not be able to get a traditional type of loan, or I may come across somebody that's looking for a home that they're not necessarily buying for investment. It's a home they're going to live in. I can't help those people, but the mortgage brokers can. So I think the connections for that are people in the mortgage business, also people in the financial world where they're dealing with real estate investors or investors in general that want to grow their wealth. And when they're growing their wealth, they're usually looking at real estate. And so those would be great connections. And then as far as my digital software program, I think what are good partners is anyone that has a B2B business where their clients are business owners. And in some cases, I can partner with them and they could refer people to me that may need an online presence. And that's not what they do, but maybe they're helping them with something else. And so I'm always looking for, who I can connect with. And I love to have conversations because you really don't know how you can help each other until you sit down and have a one-on-one conversation. I just spoke to a lady yesterday, and she's in the financial services world where she helps people with untraditional type of investments. And when she first reached out to me and I saw, that she was a wealth strategist, I couldn't think of, well, how could we help each other? But once we started talking, it just opened up all kinds of ideas. So, I mean, it's great to have conversations with people and see, because you never know. You really don't. I can't say that this is the one type of business person that is good versus someone else that's not, because you just don't know until you start talking. And, people do so many things these days. Once you start to get to know them, you find out, they're involved in many other things, and then you have a connection. So that's what I look for is one-on-one connections.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree. I so agree with you. Look at us. Like I know we spoke and it's been a few months, but now that you are talking, there's so many ideas come to mind, so many, the people that I can connect and all those things. So yeah, it's important to have this conversation where you take the time, really go and understand each other, what we do and how we can help. And so with your lending business, you mentioned it's not for residential purchases.
Yes, for people that are buying for investment properties.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's a huge differentiator too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's awesome. And the other thing is, I think with the online world also, it's so timely, Sherry, because, with everything happened last year with whole COVID, the whole world moved online, right? And as much as, and I know we are going back, even though our chapter meetings will be virtual until the end of the year, but I know we're all gonna come back, of course, but I still think that the online presence is going to be still more prevalent, right, than before.
Yes,
and I've talked to a few people who have really, some of them say, I'm not going back to life. I love this. And some others, yeah. And some others are saying, I really miss live events. Cannot wait to get back. So it's just really, I think the world is kind of divided, and I know a lot of companies are adopting that approach of work from home and all that. So I think it will still be it's such a it's such a big, having a proper online presence, it's so important right now, and it's going to continue to be so for sure. Yeah, so that's great. I'm excited. I'm excited about our conversation coming up. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. We are talking with Sherry this Friday. And as we are concluding our conversation, is there anything else that you wanted to add? I know you will post your links in our Facebook group, Sherry, so that ladies can connect with you, maybe calendar link or whatever. Is there anything else as we conclude if you want to add?
Well, I just want to say I really appreciate your time here today, and I always enjoy connecting with people, and there's some great women in this group, and I'd love to connect with more of you. So definitely, I'll put my contact information, and if you'd like to reach out and have a conversation with me, I would love that.
Beautiful. And thank you for being here, Sherry. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for being part of our growing community. I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Ladies, always remember that you are a wow lady. You're amazing. Never forget that. Have a beautiful weekend. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.